That's a lot of the problem now. People have gotten away from some of our good foundation, our cultural tactics that you can do a computer, but you don't know how to write your name.
Yeah.
I work from Hale State School, so you see a lot of this. People graduate, they can't read.
Yeah.
Why is that?
How'd you get through it?
So
Yeah.
how do you think that like kind of rejuvenating this old lodge, do you think that would really help out with the like teenager situation, I guess?
Oh,
that you're
most
talking about?
definitely. We could actually, the guys right now we're in the state playoffs. If we wanted to sponsor something for the team, we could have the guys come down here, provide supervision, and ensure that hey, they had a good time. Kids got to enjoy themselves, and no drinking. Like it's supposed to be now. They win through that game. Majority of them will probably go and find something to drink or something else that they don't need and get involved in that, as opposed to coming down here and maybe eating, having a good time, music. I DJ. I do a lot of extra little things that I have talents on doing, but provide them where they could actually have a little party. That's the way they did us when we were growing up. We were going to state, they threw a little party down there for us, and we have a good time. And it wasn't about drinking; it was just about celebrating that status of being in the playoffs, and being with your peers.
So as a teenager, then you spent a lot of time here. Do you think that most guys your age as a teenager would have, or was that because your dad was a master?
Oh no. This is the only spot you pretty much had. It was this or either a club over there. It's still standing. If you go down this road, one block, make a left, that used to be the Monte Carlo Club. Well, you could go in the front part of it because it had pool, but you couldn't go in the other part of it unless you were over 18 because they sold alcohol back there. So you had that, and then you had what they call the Graveyard Inn or either the Lark, which is now torn down. So you don't have that anymore for where they can actually go. And even when they could go and maybe just shoot pool or something to stay out of trouble, and you had some older people there who were always, what's going on? How y'all doing?
How's it going, Tim?
You had some older people there who would kind of guide you and always keep you out of trouble. You could get a soda water or a hamburger through the window. You could order your food through the window, but you couldn't actually go to the back. So you still had that supervision of them being in a spot that was out of the weather and safe, so to speak. But now you don't have that. So you see a lot of them either sitting up under a tree on a block, or and you know what that leads to pretty much. They're doing something they probably don't have no business if they're just sitting up on a tree all bunched up together. And used to have a game room across the street over there. Well, that didn't last long. So they were supposed to be building a park, which you never seen the park. There's the roundhouse where your train used to come through.
Uh-huh.
That was supposed to be a park at once upon a time, but that hadn't ever materialized. So they have virtually nothing to do outside of going to Waco and finding something that direction, or either being here and doing something that's probably not in their best interest.
So everything that you said, there's been a lot of ideas and a lot of attempts to bring stuff for the youth to participate in. Why doesn't it work?
That's $1 million question.
Are the kids just not interested in those things, and they just don't go and spend the money there?
Well,
is there not any money to be spent at the place?
Well, now video arcades don't work.
Yeah,
you got
video
computers.
Games,
You got
PS3, Xbox?
PS3, Xbox, 360, Wii. So that doesn't work, but it might work if we had a place where kids that didn't or couldn't afford those things could come down
and play.
Okay, you get 30 minutes on the Wii for every hour you participated doing something positive over here.
Yeah.
But we don't have the building or the instruments, the tools to actually complete that. We have ideas. I have a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
But right now the obstacle is getting an environment that is suitable and safe for them, where we can actually provide something like that.
Yeah.
I'd buy Xbox. I don't play it, but I'd buy it just for that purpose. if we had our building in order enough to where I didn't